Next up, we're going to feature a startup that is in the business of helping you grow your money. And guess what it's called? Groww. Very, very apt, and it's now launching a campaign around financial inclusion. This is a startup which is looking at first-time investors, young investors, and also coming in from the smaller towns. Joining me, the founder of Groww, Lalit. Hi, Lalit. Thanks for joining us here on Startup Central. Like the name Groww, grow a money plant, grow your wallet. Clearly, that is what your entire branding is all about. You've been around now for a couple of years.
Yes.
Indians typically like to save their money, right? We call that's how the economy has been functioning. But you're trying to make them part with their money and to invest that, help them with financial planning, all of that. Is it working out the way you thought?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me. So when we started, we saw Indians, as you rightly said, right, from our childhood we are taught to save. One interesting fact is that all of us had piggy banks when we were kids. And now I think with a lot of penetration of internet, a lot of awareness that is happening, now people are moving towards investments. Investment people used to do earlier also, like real estate, gold, and so on. But now more and more users are going towards financial products like mutual funds, stocks.
So, you're of course from IIT. You've had an illustrious career, including with Flipkart and all of that. How did you get this idea for Groww?
Yeah, so we were working at Flipkart, and we were so Flipkart, kind of democratized commerce, e-commerce, and then there were a lot of things happening around in mobility as well as in food ordering and so on. And we were really passionate about this space called investing, because I started investing when I was in college, first year in my college. And when we looked around ourselves, there are very few people who are actually investing their money. They either say they're sliding in their bank accounts, or they are just not worrying about the inflation and everything. And then we started digging deeper why people are not investing. At this time, while we were doing this, there were also clear trends that were visible at that time in India. As I mentioned, we are inherent savers, so our wealth is growing year on year. Like, wealth of India is growing. That was like clear trend. Number two, this wealth is moving from offline to online. And the third trend was wealth moving from assets like real estate and gold to financial assets like mutual funds, real estate, and so on. And you can see that generational shift. For example, if I look at my parents, they never invested in mutual funds, and if I look at myself, I never invested in real estate or gold, right? So these were the trends, and the market is huge. Like, if you look at just India, there are more than 230 million fixed deposit accounts, while only 20 million of them are investing. So these kind of look clear gap to us, and with our consumer understanding, we were very confident that we can build a product that that can be very customer focused and very easy for users to invest in.
So, tell the viewers of ET Now who may not have your app, Groww, what exactly does it do? Does it help them decide which mutual fund? I know that you can buy and sell as well, but what are the kind of products that you have?
So today, you download the app or you go to the website of Groww.in. You provide some small some information about your PAN card, and you upload some documents for the KYC, right? Everything is online and instant, and you immediately start investing. Then there is a lot of content available to you. App can help you decide, what mutual funds you should invest in, and then transaction payments is very seamless, and then you can start tracking your investments on your fingertips. So everything, like end to end, the entire journey, the entire the function of the entire job of getting your investment done is done in like instant.
Okay.
And seamless.
So are you basically a paperless broker?
So we are not just paperless broker. We are full stack internet broker, you can say, internet financial services company, because broker is again very limiting sense. You can call us like full stack internet financial services company.
So with you, I can do all kinds of transactions: mutual funds, insurance, SIPs, all of that, gold.
In in ideal state when we are there yet. So we just started our journey. We started with mutual funds. We are launching stocks, and then insurance will also come sometime. Gold will come. US stocks will come. A bunch of products. So everything in one single platform.
But now you tell me something, I'm also interviewing you on the same day that Paytm, the giant, has announced that it's going to start stockbroking this quarter. What's going to be your differentiator? Because this is a space that is picking up. You're also seeing smart money now chase internet companies like yours. Like I remember getting a gentleman from Kolkata in which Ramesh Damani invested, Credex, and you have Scriptbox. Paytm is getting into it. What's going to make sure that growth stays and is a differentiator?
Yeah, that's a very good question. See, Indian financial services is a very large market, and there are multiple players. It will need multiple players if you really want to democratize investing. But everybody has a different approach, and our approach was very different from all the names that you said. And we have our point of view, and we are just working on that. We focus on our customer, and we don't basically try to look at what others are doing or competitors are doing, but our approach has been working so far, and we have been crazy fast. We have been growing crazy fast. Our users love us, and we are playing our role in advertising, making investing accessible to millions of users, and I think that's what matters to us.
How many users do you have? You launched in December 2017, right?
We launched in May 2017, and we have close to 4 million users now.
And is it correct that most of them are from the smaller towns? That's your target?
Yes, so not all, but 60% of our users are beyond top 6 cities of India.
Okay. And when you say 4 million, how many of them are active?
So our MAU, monthly active user, is around 1 million plus monthly active user.
I believe you also about to launch a campaign that you're going to go, I think, to 50 plus cities and all of that.
Yes, so very interesting. We are launching a very interesting campaign. So as I said, we realize, so if you look at the financial penetration in India, it's very low. It's mostly in metro cities, and then very, very low in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. But with smartphones and with internet penetration and Groww, right? Anybody can access, let's say, mutual funds in any part of the India if they have a smartphone or internet, right? And because of that, we have seen like millions of users coming from those cities. As I said, like more than 60% are just beyond top 6 cities. And if you look at like this, so we are launching this campaign, which is called Ab India Karega Invest, where we go reach out to like 50. We are reaching out to 52 cities in the next 52 weeks, the entire year basically. And we will reach out to our users. We'll talk to them. There will be an event where we'll talk about investing, about mutual funds, and basically the financial literacy. And we did a pilot cities last month. It was like very, very good success, and that's what we want to scale it now in this.
If I look at your portfolio of investors, very marquee, whether it's a Sequoia Capital, you've also got, you're part of Y Combinator's list. You've also got someone like Mukesh Bansal, for example, to invest. How did the fundraise rounds happen? How did you pitch to them? How did you convince them? Can you share that with us?
So it was different for different kind of investors. So with Mukesh and Ankit, it was very simple because we worked with Flipkart. Mukesh was CEO at that time. Ankit was Chief Business Officer at that time. And when we were thinking,
तो वो दोस्त थे, उन्होंने पैसे डाल दिए.
दोस्त नहीं थे, boss थे. More like bosses to us, and they knew us very well. So they took a bet without any plan, so they bet on the team. Then came YC. YC has a very standard, very nice program, which happens twice a year, and we were selected there. Sequoia happened after some traction. So after we launched, our product thinking, our very simple, cool product, our growth, our customer focus impressed them, and they invested in Series A round. And then Ribbit came. Ribbit is one of the most respected fintech investors across the world. and they liked our passion towards the space, plus our product, our customer focus, and our product thinking.
How do you make money on this app? Because that's exactly what you would have to tell all these people, be chosen for the Y Combinator program and all of that. How does Groww make money?
Yeah, as a business, you need to make money. So
Obviously.
what we yeah, so if you go to our pricing page, there are various ways we are now working on to make money. So as I mentioned, you will be launching multiple products, and each product will have a different revenue model. So, for example, we are launching stocks. This model of stocks will be similar to like what some of the discount brokerages have, right? Where we charge based on the transaction, very small charge based on the transactions. For mutual funds, we are planning to launch a premium plan where users will be able to pay for advisory services. Transactions are always free, right? So we follow something called premium model, like internet companies like Slack or Zoom. They follow, like, most of the things are free, but there are charges for some of the things, and because you have millions of users, right? That's how internet model works. You make good money.
How good money? Are you still loss making? Are you burning? Are you profitable?
No, we are not profitable, of course, but we can be profitable. Growth is right now more important. We are very small right now. We just started.
You told me that you became an investor in college. How's your portfolio? Is it a good portfolio?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm a long-term investor. I don't sell. I just buy. So I don't know how I'm.
What paisa? Just buy. No need to sell also.
No, of course you do sell, but most of the holdings are very long-term. So even 10-year holding, right? So and when you're working on your startup or when you're doing a job, you don't get too much time. So most of it is like for long-term.
But the problem also then happens, I'm just asking this and I'm throwing it out there, make this my final question. Last year was not a good year for mutual funds, right? They took it on the chin, look at the negative returns. There's all these accusations, they're behaving like shadow banks, coterie of fund managers, don't have the unit holders' interests at heart. Did you do well despite that? Because, your prosperity is dependent on that.
Yeah, so I think we did not see too much of because what we are seeing is one very fundamental change. Because of this internet and a lot of content and awareness and so on, the users, investors, they read a lot and they realize. So one thing is becoming very clear, like mutual fund investment is for long term, stock investing is for long term. And because of this, if you'll see the SIP inflow data and inflows and everything, I think last year was pretty good in spite of so much chaos in the markets and everything. So investors are getting mature in my opinion.
And you won't tell me what kind of returns you make now on your portfolio. That'll be the best. You can be the best brand ambassador of your app.
So our specialty is we don't guarantee any return. So this is a platform. We don't advise any fund. We don't advise even in our Up India Karega Invest campaign. We don't say, okay, buy this fund or buy this stock. It's purely just learning basically and simple platform. So we help you make the right decisions, but you have to ultimately make the decision.
Okay. Well, it is. I think that's also cool because it's your money. You should be making your own decisions and just feel empowered with the kind of information that you can get. With that, Lalit, thanks so much for joining us here on ET Now and Startup Central.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Lalit.